Right, hello, welcome back to Reality Roulette. We've got to do this one again. I've got to do it again. Author, I've got to give it to Joe Croupier. He is the guy who's come up with this little system, which we've tested and we've tested and we've tested. And there's always going to be that test where it doesn't go quite right. But we've been testing, and let me just show you this. We've been testing at home. If I can prop that back on the real wheel at home. Boom. We've been having to go on this full size wheel, and we've never failed yet. I'm going to do a video with the wheel at home when I get another webcam, so we can film the wheel and the layout as well, and you can see where we're placing the bets. I did do a video, but it looks shit, so we'll do it right with the layout being recorded as well. So off we go then. And here it is, basically. It is, shall we wait for a trigger? Shall we wait for one? We're not going to wait for a trigger. We're just going to do it. Okay, so that's the bet. And if we lose, we double up and we triple up, basically. It's a 20, we've got 20 quid in the balance, so it's a £20.30, is it? Let's look. We're going to make 2 or 3 units with just a small balance. You know, got to remember, you've got a small balance. And small balances don't go a long way in any sort of progression. And I'm not condoning any system where you double up and this. Yes, we know we're going to get his leg lifted at some point. That's why if I do system videos, which I'm going to start into more, I think, there'll be quick ones to show a quick hit. I'm not going to show any ways of getting out of it. It's simple. You place the bet and you win it. Or you lose it. In this case, we've just got a loss of 1 unit because, oh no, sorry, we drew even there. We got a push because we got the 3 on the 7 there. So if we get a loss on the red, we will double this and triple these. If we get a loss or a semi-push where we lose 1 chip on the blacks, we will just rebet. We won't be doubling back up. No, that's pretty clear. So again, that's a push again. So we've had 1 win, 2 pushes. Excuse me. So I'd be looking for probably 2 or 3 wins, just to make a couple of pence there. And we do that because we're on 10 pence bets. Put 500 or 600 quid in the balance, and I'd probably start this with 50p bets. Yeah, you might think, oh, it's still a little bit of money, but you know what? If you could soon make, I don't know, 25, 30 quid in 30 minutes doing that, that's quite a safe haven. Right, so here we go then. Let's see what happens now. So repeat, we'll double this and 2 on there. And I will have a stop loss of this of around probably around 12 quid. People demo stuff and blow the money doing it. I'm not blowing mine. So let's see what we get next. So, okay, yeah. So now we have to repeat. And 1, 2. And a bit more on there. 1, 2, 3, 4. And a little bit more on there. I've just gone up a little bit more on the progression. Oh no, we haven't. Should have had 9 and 9. Sorry, my fault. My fault. Okay, let's see what we get. No 0. Okay, 26 black. So it's a good hit anyway. So we've got back to profit. So on a hit, we should have had a bit more money on that there. So on a hit like that, we'll go back down to there, basically. So where we started, because I've just buggered up that bet there. So obviously it's 10, 30, 90, 270 down here. 10 pence, 30 pence, 90 pence. 180 and 270. Sorry, no, 270. See where we get to again. So we did start with £20.30. Okay, so here we go now. Let's just see if we can get 2 of these hits in a row like that. The 230s have made 2 units, I think, so far, is it? But you get the gist, basically. Why we're doing it is because there's a lot more blacks in these 2 columns. There's only 4 blacks there, and the same applies, as Joe's pointed out in a video earlier today, Joe Croupier, that there's more reds in the first and third column. So it can be done either way. And if you're looking at blocks and numbers changing and carrying on, so here we're up to 21 now, and you've got noggin, you can swap the bet over. You'd have two 10p on there to start with, 10p on here and 10p on red. So we've had a block of actually 10 black numbers. So you might think, oh, you could change over. I'm not sure. I think it's a good idea. I think we've pointed it out. It's a good idea. But I think while we're winning, I'd rather go on doing what we're doing, where we are basically, which makes more sense to do it. So that's an 8 there. So we'll have another bet. Another bet now. See, if we would have changed to red, we would have just lost that bet. So I think it's probably right just to follow it until a loss, and then swap over the rows on the bets. See where we get now. 8 likes, 28 and 8 again. So we'll see. $33. Okay, so we lose one chip there. So here's an example. What we'd do next, we'd just rebet. We don't go up anything, or I'm not going to do anyway. I wouldn't go up at this point. So we're one chip down off of that there then. See where we get to next. 10's good. So we've made that back, you see. There was no need to get stressy and start panicking and sweating and doubling up and everything at that point. Well, I don't think there is anyway. I'm going to look at this more and see if we can put into it any sort of Fibonacci way of betting, just to prolong the process, prolong the progression. And I did mention the Oscars grind. I watched a video on the Oscars grind the other day. If that could be put into it, we're certainly not betting ridiculous amounts of numbers, units, to carry on getting where we're going. That's another good hit on 31. We'll stay on that because 31 likes 13, and 13's been in twice here. So looking at the combo, so you've got to take into consideration all the combos that you know about and that you've learnt about, go backs, repeated numbers, see what's happening in the history. So to me, this could be a strong bet, and there we are. It's stayed on this column. So now, look at all these reds now, blacks now. Look at all them now. So we'll leave a bet out, I think. We'll leave one out. Let's have a look at the history. What 4's been doing with itself here. 4, 29, 4, 22. So 4, 22, 29 would have been cool. But we've actually hit 12. So is it time to swap over? We'll have one bet on that there like that. I think that's been a pretty successful session there actually. What did we start with? £20.30. We were 21.40. So we've made £1.10, 20.30 out of this. It's not a bad session, that. Not a bad session at all. So we're looking for red first or second column now. And that's 9, so that's another good win. Yeah, so I hope we get it. I hope we get what's going on, basically. We'll do it again because 9 went to 18, didn't it, before? Yeah, I think it's a strong system. As much as I don't like playing systems, I think I would have a go at this daily just to make a couple of quid like that. This one and the 2-column system, which we did a couple of weeks back. Okay, so now we've got a full-on miss there. A full-on miss. So do we do it? Now, you know what? I'm leaving with my profit. We would have doubled up and tripled up on the first and second column on red. So what would have happened? What would have gone on? I'm a big stickler for 20, liking 17, but 34 as well, and 25. So don't know. And number 5 comes in. So it's a good job we didn't go for that. Good job we didn't do that. In fact, you know what I'm going to go back, actually. We will have a little tickle here. I've got... okay, so 9 could come back in. 9 could come along, but we've had a break off the black, a couple of red, black or red. Maybe it could be black again. Not green. No green. 26 is good. So yeah, so though you've got the system, you've also got to use a bit of noggin there as well. 26 likes to repeat, although it does like 6 as well. So you need to know that you can't just sit and be betting all day long and thinking, yeah, money's coming. It's not. Get in, get out. Remember the combos, the repeats, the liabilities of, the liables of whether it could come back in on those streets. And yeah, we know the ball's got no memory. We get it all. And we'll see what we get here. That's 22, so that's another good win. So yeah, that's it. It's time to leave. Any questions, give me a shout. Big shout to Joe Croupier for bringing this to everybody's attention. I think we're calling it the Mafia system, the Mafia strategy, which I'm quite happy with that name. I think he's named it quite well, to be fair. So that's it. We've had what we had. 11 minutes recording. Don't forget to drop a like if you like it and like the content. Subscribe, that's free. You can get a lot more of me if you subscribe. And yeah, it's time to leave. In fact, no, I'm not. We're leaving.